Hello and welcome to A Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendon and I'll be your editor for this game. In this game run by Cody, we made one-shot characters who are all part of a monster hunting sect of the Order of Desna, and have some kind of past trauma that defines or hinders them. The players are Britt as Kori, a cleric, Mikala as Sandara, a ranger, Alex as Dwyn, a wizard, and myself as Red, a monk. We hope you all enjoy the Nightmare of Damor.
Oh no, I rolled 6s instead of 8s. Oh well, we'll go with it.
Oh boy.
27 points of damage.
Rude.
I'm down to 42.
Sir.
I'm just constantly flip-flopping between where that I am.
Sir. I just fixed that.
Don't worry, Brendon. I have gentle repose. I'll cast it on you.
Oof. For its last action, it is going to whip a tendril out at Kori.
That's rude.
That's what you get for healing the guy I'm trying to kill.
I'm just doing my job.
Britt, don't forget that you're in Alex's cool little thing, so you get +1 AC.
Hey.
Yeah.
So it's 22 to hit me. Because I don't have my shield up. I really need to do that. But I have to keep healing somebody.
That's fine.
Oof!
God damn.
That was terrifying. It was
Where'd
almost
the
a
plus
crit.
20 go from? I don't like
I
it.
said Beth was with us in spirit.
I don't like it.
Oh, I see.
I hate it. I don't want to live here anymore.
I think that might be a crit on Britt.
That
What?
is a crit on Britt.
This is what makes it a crit?
10 over the AC.
Oh yeah, my AC is 22 with that +1 from the circle.
Jesus Christ, you got to 38? Fuck.
22 on Kori as the tendril reaches out and wraps around her throat. Make
again.
me a fortitude save, please. Yeah.
And making a fortitude 20.
No, you receive the fatigued condition as your thoughts are plagued with endless nightmares.
Hey, you too?
And it is Sandara's turn.
I will shoot crossbow a couple times at Red. At the nightmare.
Nope, you already declared red. Roll to hit. Now go ahead. So your first one's going to be at your full bonus, and then each one after that is going to be at a penalty of 5 points.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You know something I don't know.
have a hunter craving. That doesn't mean I take penalties.
She said, "Scourge."
I enacted this thing as my prey earlier in the game. I get on paragraph 2 of Hunt Prey. You also ignore the penalty for making ranged attacks within your second range increment on the prey you are hunting.
Yeah, that's not your attack penalty. That's on range increment. So if you were farther out, you would ignore that penalty, but you still take the penalty on attacks. Love you. Don't mean to pee in your Cheerios.
Ew. How does that happen mistakenly?
Have you
You'd be
never heard that
surprised.
phrase? Hold on, have you never heard that phrase?
I have not.
I say that all the time. If someone's grumpy, I'm always like, "Oh, someone peed in their Cheerios today."
Yeah. Or, who flushed your goldfish?
Never heard that one either.
I don't know. I've heard the other one. I don't use it though. I use the Cheerios one a lot. I get the same reactions though from other people. They're like, what is that?"
On the first shot, Sandara's arrow goes wide. The second one gets closer, but still falls just short of the nightmare.
Alright, I'm gonna use a short bow. Try again, because the crossbow's not working.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Why is it glowing? I like that.
Because it was a nat 20.
Oh shit.
Which should still only be like a +1, but it's also, a nat 20, so it's going to hit anyway.
Fuck them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so switching to the short bow doesn't refresh your attack penalty, so you still should have shot at a +1, but because you hit a crit, you're still going to keep the crit.
Well, math aside, still hit.
Yeah, technically what a nat 20 does is it increases the level of success by 1 step. So if it was a miss, it would become a hit. If it was a hit, it becomes a crit. Technically,
Oh, so
how that works.
weird. I'm not sure like that. I'm gonna let nat 20s be criticals
Cool.
for y'all, because that doesn't feel right. All right, roll your crit damage. All right, you see the arrow sink into the flesh of the nightmare and slowly get absorbed. All right, next up is Dwyn.
All right, so I have a question. Can I roll like an Arcana or Religion or something to figure out if basically how this magic is working of Jenny and Beth and like them being absorbed, and ultimately what I'm trying to figure out is do they like is Beth being absorbed or whatever in this beast count as a spell that is like dispellable? Or is it something that's just innate and I'd be wasting my time?
Yeah, roll occult. Does occult or Arcana sound better for that?
I mean, they're effectively the same thing. It's just what type of magic it is.
Yeah.
So if your beast is mostly like occult and stuff, then that's probably the thing to do.
Yeah, roll me an occultism check.
22.
Awesome. After seeing what happened and noticing the nightmare gets a little more pep in its step after absorbing Beth, you believe that Beth and Jenny may have been extensions of itself.
Sure.
And it was Nightmare Prime is weaker as long as the two are outside of it. But if they are allowed to join with it, it gets stronger each time one joins.
Okay,
So
so
if
it's not like
Jenny
a
were to hop
spell,
into...
it's just kind
Yeah,
of
it's...
how it is.
Right.
Okay, cool. Then that helps me not spend my turn dispelling.
If you were to get a little meta here, if you were to roll a critical success on a dispel check against Jenny's character DC, I would let you dispel Jenny.
Okay. I'm still not going to do that, I think. Well, one action is going to be sustaining this aura spell, so it gets 5 feet bigger. So it's Kori that I've spider climb on, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Man, I am. Does Kori care about spider climb anymore?
No.
I am going to cast haste on Kori, and you have both spells on you. So the duration is 1 minute. Magic empowers the target to act faster against the quickened condition and can use the extra action each round only to strike, so attack, or stride, move. So you can't factor it into spells, but you can use it to move. So you have 4 actions, one of which can only be used for...
So I've quickened.
Yeah, you get the quicken condition.
So is that your turn?
That is my turn, yeah.
Hey, it is Jenny's turn. All right. Jenny does a front flip off the roof she's standing on and begins beelining towards the nightmare.
Oh no.
She stops a couple feet away and draws again on red. The first arrow shoots proud.
Nah, 17 is not going to hit me.
Nah.
Got its AC.
But will a 16?
No, it will not, unless, of course, my AC starts going down again.
All right. And for her last action, she steadies her aim. Arrow drawn on you, confident that her next strike will actually do it, even though the past 5 have not. And that ends Jenny's turn.
Alright, so I'm going to cast Guidance on Red first.
Okay, what's guidance do in this game? Because I know what it does in 5e, but I don't know what it does here.
It grants you a +1 status bonus to 1 attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check that you attempt before the duration ends.
Okay.
You can choose which roll to use the bonus on before rolling.
Okay. Cool.
And then I'm going to cast Searing Light on the big bad dude, on the nightmare.
Oh no.
Oh.
Does a 16 hit it?
No.
I figured. Well, I guess that's my turn.
Yeah, so Kori shoots a blinding ray of searing hot light towards the nightmare, but somewhere in her panic stumbles and sends a flare out into the night sky. So we are at the top of the round on red.
I could go and try and stop Jenny, or I can just keep beating on this nightmare. Do any of you guys have any preferences on what I do? I think I should probably go stop the archer from joining the mass.
Like I'm just curious. Does it seem to us that like when
Gotten
Beth
stronger?
will like absorbed hit points, but also if basically if they have any sort of shared, I guess not, because Jenny's still at 100, but shared hit point pool.
I don't know. That's hard to tell.
Well, Dwyn would call out that he thinks Beth and Jenny are just the nightmare's projections.
Okay.
And yeah, so do with that what you will.
In that case, then red is going to continue to attack. 2 attacks right here, so some flurry of blows. I'm going to use that guidance and that hunting thing that Sandara gave us like 2 rounds ago that I forgot about. So on my first hit, so I'm going to actually get to roll at regular whatevers.
Oh, y'all didn't get that. That's only if she got a crit on it.
Oh, that's only if she got a crit? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm just going to use the guidance.
It's one of its damage immunities from her.
Wow, fuck me.
Well, it looked like it was on 20 for a second. It was like stuck on the edge or something.
On the edge of glory.
Uh-huh.
Does a 20 hit?
No.
Okay, I'm going to be smart about this, and I'm going to use my last action to grab a lesser healing potion out of my pack and chug it.
Ayo.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Oh yeah, we have items. What do I have for items? Probably not much, but
Ayo! That's 18 more health back to me.
Hey. Also, I don't think my health bar is correct. It might be.
I think
It
it does
probably
it in increments
rounds
of
up.
like 10%.
Yeah, you have 44 out of 68 hit points.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It
Yeah.
just looks worse looking at the bar on my path builder than it does over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be increments of 20%, so
Yeah, it's increments of 20%. So, yeah, that's my turn.
You did it.
yep. I'm starting to run low on spells.
A tentacle, black tentacle reaches out and finds purchase slithering into Jenny's back. It lifts the woman off the ground, splitting her in half, and swinging the corpse to attack Red.
Ugh. I have a weird question for you, Cody.
I've got a weird answer.
Actually, you know what? I'll never mind. Don't worry about it. You said that it's just swinging the corpse?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I could get this kitten to stop walking across my keyboard so I can actually type.
What are you staring at, Bengus? You gonna go play with Count Forcula?
Is that the little one's name?
His name is Captain Fork, but yes.
Wow, what a name.
Captain Forklift Certified Invictus is his full government name.
It is quite a name. I want to see that on a driver's license.
But earlier when we were talking, I kept wanting to call him Forculus, and then it turned into Count Forcula.
I see. My brain went a different way, and I was imagining him as like a Roman legionary.
I love it.
Forculus Maximus. Ooh.
24 points of damage.
Cody.
Wait.
Boo.
Wait, actually, you, that was a 1d20, okay. I have a very weird question about, that thing swinging the corpse for you, Cody.
Yeah.
When it swings, is it still holding on to it, or is it throwing the corpse at me?
It's inside the corpse.
Okay, so my question here is actually, this is going to be so weird. Does this count as a melee attack or a ranged attack? Because I do have bracers of missile deflection, and while I know that normally corpses aren't counted as missiles, it does just say ranged attack.
They're missiles if they come out of a catapult.
You know what? Yeah, it threw the corpse at you.
Okay, it rolled a 26,
but you gotta stun it.
But I gotta stunt it?
Yeah. If you want it, I'm gonna make you work for it.
Okay, yeah, so my bracers of missile deflection give me a +2 to my AC, and that would cause it to fail. Basically, I get to use it as my reaction, which gives me a +2 to AC versus ranged attacks. That would cause it to fail currently because of Alex's sustained thing, like by 1 point.
Oh my god.
So
that's why I said I need you to stun it.
Seeing the corpse of Jenny coming flying at me. Red is going to stare at, like, you said it was like it got ripped in half.
Yeah.
Red is going to stare at this in like awe and shock for a moment, and then his instinctual monk training is going to take over as the arm that has the bracers of missile deflection on it is going to raise up in a way that would in a way to like kind of like block the brunt of the attack from hitting him. And as it kind of comes in to hit, he's going to do the backwards lean and kind of use like the arm that has the bracer on it to kind of like push him back just far enough to avoid most of the damage as he kind of like hits on his back on the ground as the corpse kind of goes sailing like inches above him, like he's at a horrifically gory limbo tournament. And then as it passes over him, he's gonna like tip back up like a cool martial artist does.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Not the foot knuckles.
His martial arts training kicked in. You gotta correct the foot knuckles.
that was my one use of that per day.
It was a solid use.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. And in it seeing that, Kori's going to need to roll me a will save.
I figured that was coming. 27.
She's safe for now. Kori manages to steel herself, seeing this trauma unfold. She's still shaken, so you're going to take frightened 1. But you don't take any of the psychic damage. Next up is Sandara, whose frightened should be gone by this round. So she's firing at full effect.
Alright, I'll use an action to take aim. And then use an action for 2 crossbow hits.
2 crossbow shots. We don't know if you hit yet.
No, be optimistic. They're hits.
I said what I said.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Like she said, hits.
That did hit.
Aha!
Yeah, roll damage. Dope. Go ahead and roll your second one. No cigar. The first shot seems to get trapped in the Icarus hide. It hits his mark, but it doesn't look like it did much, while the second shot skims a bit of fur off the top of the creature's head. And we roll over to Dwyn's turn.
Right. So he's going to sustain his spell and it gets 5 feet bigger.
You know, for just in case, like, allies back up arise, right?
Yeah, or in case I want to start actually moving around. It can get 1 bigger next turn, and then it'll be at max range.
Jesus.
Yep.
Okay, so it stays there. It doesn't follow where you are.
No, it's an emanation. It's
It's like a paladin aura, dude. It follows around him.
Okay, then yeah, it doesn't need to get bigger.
He is centered on you.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Alright, so that's one action. I'm gonna do a free action to do my once a day drain bonded item. So he Dwyn he turns this ring on his finger that probably everyone here has seen him kind of turn before, kind of like he's playing with it, you know? But turns it and kind of like rubs this stone instead on it, and regains his spell that he's cast previously that he can cast again. So he's going to cast Fireball again.
Yeah!
Get that fireball!
So yeah, creature gets Fireball. So it's a reflex save,
Fuck 'em up.
and the DC is 21.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah!
I mean, that basically should be me critting.
Woo!
So I would do 18 fire damage, but hey, if you want to double it because it rolled in that one, I'd beat game.
Do spells not crit?
Well, attack spells do, but like Fireball is a save based one.
Ah, okay.
So
I mean, save-based ones still have different effects for different levels of success, don't
I
they?
know. I'm just kind of like, hey. Yeah, no, Fireball doesn't list anything specific for crit failure or anything like that.
Well, that's lame.
I know,
Let
but
me.
whatever.
Yeah, I'll take double.
Yeah.
And he's not immune to fire either.
Good. That's my turn. He's just kind of back his wall, back to the wall there, kind of backed up partially behind the wagon or cart or whatever, just kind of like, please don't look at me.
I'm definitely not a wizard without spell slots.
Yep, definitely not a wizard. I've got big armors.
Yeah. So you all see the charred flesh of this nightmare reaching a tendril slowly past y'all in the direction of where the corpse landed after it flew past John. Not John, Red. I said it. I said foot-based war crimes, and here we are.
They're kind of similar, right?
They're both martial artists.
They're both martial artists. I think that's about where the similarity ends.
If John was in Pathfinder, he'd be a monk.
All right, I'm just letting y'all have that knowledge. And it is Kori's turn.
Yay. I don't like the little tendril thing sticking out there. I do like that the monster's down to 20%, though. I'm going to cast Guidance on Red again. And then I'm going to cast...
Oh, shit.
Hey, 27 to hit.
What if I told you that missed?
I'd cry.
Oh, well, don't cry, because it hit.
Hooray!
Hooray! It's not a lot. 9 damage.
Hell yeah!
Don't forget you're hasted. You can always do a melee swing.
Oh, shit. I can do that even though I've spent my 3 actions?
Yeah, because haste gives you a fourth action.
Fourth action that you can use to either move or attack.
Then yeah, I'll also swing with my scimitar. Thank you for the reminder.
Mm-hmm.
24. Does a 24 hit?
A 24 does not hit.
Damn it.
Boo.
Womp womp. I tried. That will be my turn.
All right. Next up is Britt.
Okay, flurry of blows. Let's go!
Let's go.
Gonna use my guidance on this one to try and hit it. Nope.
Oof.
Can try and hit it again. Sir.
Big oof.
Okay, as my third action, I'm gonna try and wrestle that tentacle.
Did you use your guidance +1?
Yes, I did. That was for my first attack. I'm going to try and wrestle that tentacle and stop it from getting to Jenny.
All right. Roll me a grapple.
What would that be?
I believe it's athletics versus fortitude DC.
Yeah. So you're rolling in athletics, looking to beat 25.
I can tell you right now, I'm not beating that, but I'm going to give it the old college try.
Oh yeah, because you built the grapple stuff, but put it into something else, didn't you?
Yeah, I built for wolf, but I should have built for strength instead. So, I'm giving it the show. Like, what was I going to do? Like, roll that with a +4?
Yeah.
You know?
Roll it as an acrobatics.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can try that then.
Because this is a one shot. We can play a little fast and loose with the rules. You're built
you
to be
just
good at
didn't know.
acrobatics. You acrobatic your grapple.
At
Holy fuck.
20.
I think that I acrobatic my fuck off.
Let's go.
Yeah,
you know.
Red out there riding the roller coaster of the the fucking tentacle.
He's doing like the mechanical
Yeehawing.
bull style.
he gets on there,
Yeah.
does some cool skateboard tricks.
I will keep that in mind when the tentacle slams you in the ground.
Gonna ollie the tentacle slam.
All right. My turn. The tentacle flails with red on it, tossing them into the air. As he flails into the air, the tentacle disappears and lashes out at Kori. You're not going up high enough that I'm going to make you take fall damage. This is more flavor. But yes, you successfully stop the tentacle from reaching out to Jenny this round.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, how high up do I go? Because as a monk I got the free feet cat fall.
Yeah, how far does that let you fall without taking damage?
Let's see. Your cat-like aerial acrobatics allow you to cushion your falls. Treat falls is 10 feet shorter if you're an expert. In acrobatics, treat falls is 25 feet shorter if you're a master. So I am an expert, so I can treat fall. Basically, falls from 10 feet do not bother me at all.
Yeah, so it flings you 15 feet in the air.
Okay.
So you will have the opportunity to, juggle or flavor an attack how you will on your turn when you finish your fall.
Okay.
Next, the charred corpse kind of lilts over, making direct eye contact with Dwyn, pushing visions of your...
Wait, who's making direct eye contact? The monster?
the Nightmare monster.
Oh boy. Hi, friend.
Pushing visions of your eviscerated son into your mind. Make me a will save.
Fuck you. Oh, we'll save. Okay. Check. I've got this thing that I keep forgetting about. Call of Ancient Blood as a reaction. The trigger is you attempt a saving throw against a magical effect, but you haven't rolled yet. Ancestors' innate resistance to magic surges, and before slowly ebbing down, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to the triggering saving throw until the end of this turn.
Hey.
So, I will get a +1. Boo. That's terrible. All right. What is the...
Have you already used your hero point, Alex?
I have not. I shall do that. Good call. I feel like we're hopefully nearing the end of this battle.
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't use your hero point, it'd be the end for you, because that would have crit.
Oh boy. I mean, that might have been more dramatic for the session.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I only got 3 better, so
But did 3 better save him from a crit?
I guess. A crit on Phantasmal Killers. Bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything on Phantasmal Killer is bad news, but
Yes.
a crit is really bad news.
I should have casted Sparkle Skin on the creature.
That's some damage.
32.
Oh boy. Cool.
Yeah, racked with guilt and the knowledge that you could have stopped him if you had an ounce more bravery.
Well, I got 10 HP, so do with that what you will.
You got what?
10 HP.
Ugh.
Yep, good times.
God damn it, I still can't.
Yeah, the migraine sits in as you feel blood pouring from your nose. It feels like your head's about to split apart. And it's Sandara's turn. You want to go ahead and put Dwyn out of his misery?
I'll keep doing what I've been doing. I'm gonna shoot it. I'll shoot it after Amy.
25 hits.
Okay.
It takes half a point of damage.
Say what?
She hit, but she rolled a 1 for damage.
Oh.
Womp.
I'm gonna try with the short bow again. Endo turn.
Alright, next up is Dwyn's Revenge.
Dwyn's Revenge. Well, one action is going to be expand the spell to full power.
Maximum power.
But mostly he's kind of crumpled against the wall there of the house, weeping in his still residual nightmare fuel phantasmal killer visions. And he just disappears, and that's his turn.
Oh.
I was gonna say I'll trade you a fireball for 10 HP.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll do it.
Alright. Take your final act.
Okay. Yeah, it's gotta do a reflex save then. 21 DC.
Oh boy. I was gonna heal you.
I was gonna cast invisibility and hide, but you know.
Cody made a devil's bargain for you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
gotta go for it. I mean, it's a one shot, right?
Hey.
Ooh.
Please tell me that's good for us.
God damn, it had 22 with a 4.
Yeah, it has a plus 18.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
This thing is not fucking around.
It made it.
No.
My DC was 21.
Doesn't that just make it take half?
Yeah, so it takes 12.
Cool. It had 10 hit points left.
Hey, me too.
Hey.
We both die. Dwyn pours the last bit of Arcana, pulling from all the reserves he has to just pour in spite and rage and anger and just all the swirling emotions into this last just raw mana explosion on the creature, and I think he blacks out before he really sees the result.
Damn, I forgot to ask him what he wanted on his tombstone.
Hey, it was on his mind. That's why he kept asking everyone.
So is he like dead, or is he just like in the dying condition?
Normally it would be dying, but Cody set up a devil's bargain, so I don't know.
Yeah, what do you think's better for the story, Dwyn?
I think Dwyn I think Dwyn. I mean, it's not that it was this creature that did it, but this is like the creature of that goddess that whose lesser creature took his child, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is definitely one of hers.
Yeah. I think he burned himself out with that last spell. You know? He was old, he didn't have the resiliency that he had in younger years, and he's been pursuing this sort of goal for decades, probably. Not that he was hunting for the specific one, but just this has been his quest, and it's been an all-consuming quest for him. And I think, yeah, being kind of on the last dregs of power and will and life essence, he just poured it all in and burned himself out to burn it out.
I'm inclined to agree. So, things with the roar and intense heat of a fireball, things become almost eerily silent in the night. A church in ruins, a fallen comrade. You're left with nothing but your thoughts and each other as you feel the last of Dwyn's essence die out as his spell fades around you. What would you like to do?
I feel like seeing this thing go down, Red is going to run over to the collapsed form of Dwyn and like not realizing exactly what's happened, just kind of like give him like a shake on the shoulder, like just kind of like shake him a bit, thinking that he's just unconscious, and just kind of go, "Nice one, Dwyn. I didn't think you had another one in you, but you really pulled through for me there, bud. Drinks are on me, everybody. Good one." And just kind of like patting him and like waiting for him to wake up.
Kori's
I think you see like blackened thing like in his hands, like where it really drained him.
Kori's going to like fall to her knees in front of Dwyn. Silent tears falling down, and she's gonna, knowing in her heart it's probably not gonna work, she's gonna attempt to cast Stabilize on him. And since it's a cantrip, it's gonna be one of those, like, she's gonna keep trying it even though she knows it's not working, in hopes that something would happen.
Yeah. How long are you pumping?
Probably until either she tires herself out or like someone stops her.
Yeah. The life energy pumping through Dwyn. You see a faint glow behind the eyelids, but you don't sense the life force there. You pump again. The grass, it's hard to notice, but the grass does seem to get more lush around him. You pump again. Flowers begin to bloom. You pump again. You think you hear a breath. And you try one more time. And it's silent.
She's running off of the feelings of she's lost her sisters the last time they went out to fight creatures like this. She's not going to lose someone else, and she wasn't able to help them. That's why she was gonna keep pumping.
Good one, Kori. Lynn, you can stop now. This joke isn't funny, man.
You pump again, and vines grow along the wall of the building. You pump again, and they begin to bear fruit.
Kori, he's not getting up.
I know, Red. I know. And she's gonna pump it again.
You pump again, and the sweet scent of home begins to emanate from the flowers now growing alongside Dwyn's corpse. You pump again, and the leaves begin to grow with life magic themselves. You pump again, and again, and again.
And eventually she's gonna basically just stop, break down, like she can't keep going on.
What's Sandara doing while this is occurring?
Stoically watching from behind, slowly walking up to the two, being from a kind of isolated community that lives in the woods, very rugged. So she's used to death and the natural state that it is. So she'll see Kori trying and trying and trying to bring him back. And when she finally gives up, she'll walk up to her and just put a hand on her and say, "Let's go home and get a drink. He's with his son now, and he'd be happy there."
When that they are talking about this, Red's going to reach down to Dwyn, where that he was, and kind of roughly go through his things and kind of start looking for the monster compendium that he'd been working on.
Yeah. At any point, do you touch Dwyn? Like skin to skin contact?
Yeah. Actually, I think that I mentioned that. Like now, yeah, I think that he would. Yeah.
Yeah. You, as your skin brushes into his, there is so much life magic flowing through the corpse. You are full healed,
Oh.
and you do eventually come across the compendium.
Red's going to take that and look to the others and go, This was his life's work. We shouldn't let this be in vain. We tell stories of our friends to keep them in our heart. And we're going to keep working on this until this book is full and more like it for our order.
Kori will silently stand and just nod in agreement. Put her scimitar away and hold her shield kind of down.
Did Dwyn have anything on him to signify where that he would like to be buried or anything like that? Or should we just go find like a nice hill overlooking a nice field or something?
I think probably not that he had something on him, but I think you, in your travels together over the last months, maybe years, I think Dwyn, I mean, probably everyone, but Dwyn certainly would have, talked about his life before and stuff, and that's why how you would have learned about his son and all that. I think you would know the town he lived in. You might know where his son was buried. And even if he hadn't said it specifically, you know that he was doing all this because of or for his son. And probably that's somewhere he would want to be laid to rest if the opportunity was there.
We should inform the townsfolk that this has all been done. And once that they all know that they're safe again, we should see that maybe we can commandeer a cart and horse to lay our friend to rest.
Everybody roll me a will save.
No.
I don't wanna. What about Alex? Does he have to roll a will save?
Yeah, if I fail, I come back as a zombie.
Am I still
Right.
frightened?
I think that would have worn off by now because it wears off
Yeah.
at the rate of
12 seconds.
yeah.
That shit out of me.
Jesus.
You said a will save?
Yeah.
Can I just say how much I don't like this dice roll?
I mean, you can use your hero point. Oh, you did?
22.
All right. Kori doesn't get this vision. But as Red mentions, letting the town folk know they're safe, Red and Sandara, you get one more vision. A vision of scared, starving women and children locked in a boarded up church, burning holy texts for warmth as they slowly succumb to their worst nightmare. And that's the end of the vision.
Seems like a good one to have failed. Or made, or whatever.
Before we leave, we should make sure to investigate the church. Make sure that there's no more monsters or eggs or anything else in there.
Agreed. And Kori will go check.
Red will go as well.
We're kicking down the front door this time.
There is no front door. It's already gone.
Yeah. What front door?
Front door's like in the middle of the town square now.
We're
Yeah.
walking through where what used to be the front door this time.
You remember how when you looked through the crevice, you saw a too small skeleton?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As you walk into the church, you see a lot more.
Oh, you don't say.
Like a couple families worth. The smaller ones laying down next to a larger one. In pods? Can you describe skeleton laying as pods?
In groups?
Yeah, groups
Probably
works.
not. No.
Because when I think pods, I think they're in like some kind of like egg sack.
Fair. They are in groups, small groupings of little ones, grouped with bigger ones. They're yeah. I mean, if it was dolphin skeletons, it would be a pod of skeletal dolphins.
Stop it. Stop it. No.
You see that? You see a pile of scorched books. It looks like they were books of various deities. None of them stick out as belonging to Lamashu. In a corner of the chapel, you do see a more haphazard pile of human bones.
No one living though, right?
No, everyone in this building starved a long time ago.
Kori's just gonna like bow her head and say a soft, quiet prayer over all of it. I think, like, and then she'll look at Red afterwards. I think it's over now.
No, there's still work to be done. I'll go gather up the remaining townsfolk. These people should be buried.
It's a shame. One of my last spells was Gentle Repose.
And then Red's gonna head on out and start trying to gather up people around town to try and, convince them to start burying the dead that have been in this church for who knows how long.
No one's going to want to help. One of the older of the bunch will bring up the fact that we know they're there. We locked the cultists in there. They don't need a burial. They shouldn't have been doing those things they were doing. We made sure that they got locked in there. and none of them could get out. And now you want to take them out of that place?
I'm going to just sigh and go back to Kori. It seems that the people here are... The dead inside the building were cultists. The people do not want to help burying them. With Dwyn gone, I believe that you might be the only person who might know of these kinds of things. Is it safer to leave them where they are, board this place up, or even burn it? Or is it better to bury them?
Is that a cult?
Roll me a religion check.
21.
Yeah. You've seen cults before. There's usually some sort of iconography around altars, yada yada yada. You don't see any evidence of a cult here. It looks like they were just plain people, and you feel like the right thing to do would be to bury these people.
Kori's gonna kind of turn to look back inside the church for a moment, scan everything, kind of look around, look like she's taking some mental notes, and then she's gonna look back to Red. I'm not seeing any signs that this was a cult, or that there was a cult here. Either way, I think that these people, spirits, should be put to rest.
Agreed. We should take care of their spirits, and they do not linger and cause more problems for this town. Also, we should search and see if that maybe our compatriot that went missing, that sent us here in the first place, is among them. And finally, after that we are done taking care of our lost comrade, we should report back to the Order about what we found here. I feel like this town holds a little bit more secrets than it's letting on. But I don't think that we're in any state to solve the problem. And Red just kind of punches his fist.
Kori will nod in agreement. Yeah, if they are saying that they put these people in here and that it's a cult, but there's no signs of a cult, there definitely seems to be something else going on here other than what we just dealt with.
All right. So you'll take the time to make sure everyone receives their burial rites. Some of the townsfolk will try to stop you. I'm assuming they are promptly put in their place.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they get haunted.
Great. You don't find any evidence of your missing compatriot. But you're not sure that there's any evidence to be found of him after seeing this thing absorb things. You're not sure if it eats people to get stronger or what it does. Unfortunately, your monster expert can't let you in on that secret now. But you make it, you get all your affairs in order. And you retire back to report to the guild. Well, don't let me cut you off prematurely. After getting everything in order, is there anything else the group wants to do?
Me personally, no. I just want to make sure everybody's dealt with, and Dwyn is respectfully dealt with.
I have already told you my order of operations for what's going down.
Yeah. You get back to the order, and as you report what you found, they go. Do you give over Dwyn's compendium to one of the archivists?
I would like to. I'm going to hand it over to them. Be like, I would, if at all possible, I would like a copy made for my personal use, so that I can continue the work.
Oh, yes, of course, yes. Yeah, and you said the town you were in, it's, you said that they claimed that the church, the people they locked in the church, were a cult, cult of the Mother of Monsters?
That is what that they claimed. However, Kori said that she did not find any indication of them worshiping the Mother of Monsters.
Yeah, he's flipping through a book. He didn't quite catch the title before it made its way to the table. Yeah, we've got no record of one of those cults popping up in that backwater. Oh, I sure those nightmares sounds like a waking nightmare. Uh, those usually come when something bad's happened, and they grow off of spreading their nightmares to other people. And that sounds like what y'all ran into. This, we fight the monsters that go bump in the night, but you can't always stop the ones that bump in the daylight. And he sort of shakes his head, closing the book. These people need to learn to leave it to the professionals. But you can't change the past. We'll make copies of this. We'll make it known. We'll send inquisitors to the town. And dole out justice where justice is due. And Dwyn Brunsfitz is last seen on a hill next to his son, shimmering in golden, laughing as the sun sets.
Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not leave a review or tell a friend about us? It helps get the word out about the work we put into this show. If you wanted to ask us any questions, you can contact us through Twitter at apairofdicelost or email at apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme song for this game is Horrorific by Kevin MacLeod, used under a Creative Commons license. And for making it this far, remember to refresh those hero points.